So before we start the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, as it helps the channel grow. So, let's get into it. Alright, so week 4 of the NFL season is coming to a close, and for the Chicago Bears, they take a heartbreaking loss at home to the Denver Broncos in a game they deserve to win. In this video, as always, I'm going to give you my quick little recap on what I saw during the game, give my grades for offense, defense, special teams, and coaching. So without further ado, let's get into it. What's up, guys? KT here, back at it with another video. Today, we're doing the Bears. The Bears take a heartbreaking loss, and I can't even describe how heartbreaking it actually was, to the Denver Broncos on Sunday, in a game in which the Bears actually played like they wanted to win. Man, there's so much to go into for this game, so let's just get started. We'll start with the offense as usual. We'll start with the man of the hour, Justin Fields. How did he play on Sunday? He played great, like a superstar. He was 28 of 35. He threw for 335 yards, averaged 12 yards per throw, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception that came late. He only got sacked 4 times, and he had a 132.7 QBR rating. Justin Fields played the game of his career, the best game of his career since his Monday Night Football appearance against the Steelers in his rookie year. Everything went well in the first half, and even early in the second half. Everything was clicking for him. He was finding open guys. He was decisive with the ball. Really, he kind of stood in the pocket a little bit and delivered the ball as well. They got him on the move. You know, he was very good this game. He deserved to win this game. The interception came late in the game in which they were down by a field goal after giving up a 28-point lead. He also had a fumble in this game in which he ran on a naked boot. And the defender just blitzed him, and, you know, he fumbled the ball. But other than that, you know, there's not really too many bad things that you can say about Justin Fields this game. He threw in anticipation. He found the open guys. He was decisive. The balls were accurate. You know, he played the best game of his career, and I really think he deserved to win this game. It just didn't happen like that. But overall, this is something you can build off of for Justin Fields, so good game for him. Rushing the ball, Khalil Herbert, he carried the day for rushing. 18 attempts for 103 yards. He averaged 5 yards per carry, and his longest run was 24 yards. Finally, we get a running back appearance this year. They went to him a lot more. He did have a couple drops in this game, and later in the game when they went for it on 4th and 1, he did get the carry and he did not get it, but he shouldn't even been in that situation. Khalil Herbert was running strong the entire game, finding the holes, got us out of a lot of tough situations. He played well. I'd like to see more of Roschon Johnson, but, you know, you stick with the hot hand. Justin Fields only had 4 carries for 25 yards. I'm not going to go down all the rushing stats because a couple guys had jet sweeps and everything else. But overall, it was a very good day for rushing. I still feel like they could have went to it a little bit more, but I'm pleased with that. Obviously, receiving, DJ Moore had his best game as a Bear. 9 targets, 8 receptions for 131 yards, 1 touchdown. His longest catch was 29 yards. DJ Moore, you know, I feel like he still could have got more targets and more catches, but he played the game. He played the game of his career as well, at least his career for the Bears. He was open. He made a lot of tough catches. That one catch in the end zone in which he hit the pylon was spectacular. Cole Kmet, he also had a breakout game this year. 7 catches for 85 yards and had 2 touchdowns. Khalil Herbert also caught a touchdown pass today. I did like the receiving game. I felt like the coaches and coordinators went away from it as the game progressed. I would like to see DJ Moore more involved later in the game. But if this is something you can build off of going into Thursday night, I'm fine with that. Overall, I'm going to give the offense, strictly the offense, an A, a solid A. I think they did enough to win this game. They scored 28 points. But, you know, a few bad coaching decisions and bad defense cost them this game. Need to cut down on the turnovers. You know, that's still becoming a little bit of a problem, but, you know, it is what it is. I like the way they played on Sunday. I'm going to give them an A. We're moving on to defense. Again, unspectacular performance once again. Still unable to get pressure on the quarterback. They had 1 sack. And that was it. They still couldn't get pressure on the quarterback. The leading tackler today was Tremaine Edmonds with 8 total tackles. I'm sorry, TJ Edwards, 8 total tackles and 7 solo tackles. I noticed Jaquan Brisker was everywhere this game too. He had 5 tackles for 3 solo tackles. Tremaine Edmonds, 8 tackles and six of them were solos and 1 tackle for loss. But ultimately, this defense, I don't know if it's the scheme that they're playing. This cover 2 scheme is just not working. Russell Wilson in the second half just picked us apart, finding the soft spots in the zone. They were missing most of their secondary aside from Jaquan Brisker. And, the pass rush still not getting home. I think they did a better job at stopping the run a little bit better. But this defense, it cost them once again. We keep seeing it from this 14-game losing streak. They score and then the defense gives up, a touchdown, or they keep giving up these long drives. It came back to bite them today. They got away from the blitz again. I'm not happy with that. Ultimately, I'm going to give the defense a D, as, you give up 31 points and 20 of those points were unanswered in the second half. That's just not acceptable for an NFL caliber defense. 1 sack is not acceptable either. So they're going to get a D from me. Special teams, they didn't really have any stats going on that, so I'm just going to give them a non-applicable. And we're going to move on to coaching. Coaching, once again, like I said last week, I don't know why this coaching staff still has a job. The 4th and 1 call, everybody's going to be talking about that throughout the week. That 4th and 1 call, even if you want to take the points there, I get that. The safe thing is to take the points. But if you're going to go for it on 4th and 1, why, first of all, run from gun? And that never works, and it was the most predictable play call ever. But if you're going to run from gun, why not give Fields a run-pass option or something like that? Why take the ball out of your best player's hands in a crucial moment of the game in which, if you do not get it, the Denver Broncos are going to march right down and score it, and that's exactly what they did. Other than that, I did like the first half play calling and early second half play calling for Luke Getsy. I felt like he got Fields on the move. He got Fields comfortable, getting them in rhythm with throwing the ball. The second half, we can talk about that a little bit more. That leaves a little bit of something to be desired. But overall, this coaching staff, especially Matt Eberflus, and his decision making is just not good. His defense isn't good. He didn't trust his defense. He didn't trust his quarterback, and that cost him the game. So this coaching staff is once again going to get an F. If they lose on Thursday, you got to start having some discussions about firing this coaching staff. But ultimately, I thought the Bears played really well on Sunday, aside from a few mistakes, the penalties, the turnovers, and the conservative play calling, and some of the decision making from the coaching staff. But overall, they take the loss. They're going to go into Washington on Thursday Night Football. Hopefully they can continue with that added momentum for Justin Fields and this offense and maybe squeak out their first win of the season. I don't see it happening that way, but we'll see. But that's all I got for you guys in this video. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, as it helps the channel grow. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I drop one of these Bears recap videos. Follow me on social media. As always, there will be a lot of news coming out about the Chicago Bears. As always, thank you guys for watching. Bear down. Peace.